Ever since the end of Endgame back in 2019, it's felt like the MCU's been on a bit of a downward spiral. They don't seem to have that much of a direction, and until Fantastic Four came out today, I hadn't really enjoyed any of the projects since. But I can confidently say that F4 is the best Marvel movie since Endgame, and it's not even close. Now, I'm actually going to start off this review by telling you what I don't like about the movie, and that's just a little nitpick that I had, which is that they cut a couple scenes from the trailer, so the movie actually doesn't feature them, and it feels like it's missing a little bit, but I'm not going to judge it based on that because I don't think trailer scenes missing is that much of a demerit. The other thing I will say is that the movie is edited slightly quickly, so it does feel like there's maybe 5 or 10 minutes of runtime missing throughout the film. Other than that, I can't say any criticisms about the film. I have nothing but positive things to say, so let's get into those. Now, firstly, this is easily the best looking Marvel movie of all time. The aesthetic is gorgeous. It's got a beautiful retro vibe, but it's also futuristic looking. It's sleek, it's clean, it's very classy looking, and I just found myself exploring the world anytime we were given the chance. I thought Galactus was fantastic. I loved his introduction into the MCU, his aesthetic, the way he presents himself. I love how powerful and dangerous he feels. And spoilers, even though he was defeated at the end of this film, he's not defeated for good. He was just sent away for a little while. So I'm very, very excited to see him in the future of the MCU again. And I just overall loved his inclusion in this movie. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Silver Surfer, because at first, when we found out that Shia LaBeouf was going to be the main Silver Surfer of this film, I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, I don't really know how doing a female Silver Surfer is going to play out. But she was fantastic and honestly one of the biggest standouts of the film. I thought they explored her backstory enough to where we felt bad for her when the things happened to her that, we obviously see in the film, which I don't want to spoil now. But also, I thought she was very aesthetically cool. I thought she played a nice role in the film. She didn't overstay her welcome, but we saw her enough. And overall, I just thought she did great within the movie. Now, when it comes to the 4 members of the Fantastic Four, all of them had their moments to shine in this movie. But my absolute favorite had to be Johnny. I thought they portrayed him perfectly. I thought Joseph Quinn did a great job of embodying Johnny's personality, but also his witty, more intelligent side, which was a big gripe that me and a lot of other people had with the original Fantastic Four movies, is that they just made Johnny the comedic character and never actually showed his intelligence. I love that they did that with Joseph Quinn here. I thought the Thing was funny. He's really adorable. I love the way he looks in this film. I have the Funko right over there. And I just thought that they worked together really nicely. Reed and Sue also were great in this movie, and they're definitely the pivotal members of the group, but they weren't my personal standouts just because I like Johnny and Thing a little bit more. That being said, Sue is definitely the backbone of the team in this film, especially with the introduction of Franklin, because she really has everything on the line in this movie. She's by no means going to sacrifice her son for Galactus, and there's no way she's going to sacrifice Earth for her son. So she's in a bit of a dilemma this entire movie, and she's also at odds with Reed a lot of the times, which creates this nice dynamic between the two, because while Reed is super book smart, he's not very emotionally intelligent, and so throughout a lot of the film, he has to learn how to grow into a better person and a better father, and I thought that that was a great subplot throughout the entire film. When it comes to the plot of the movie, I love, and this is going to be spoilers, I love how Galactus feels like such a threat. He's creepy. His ship is amazingly cool, by the way. I love how destructive it is. I love the entire sequence where they have to go seek out Galactus from Earth. I really enjoyed that part. And then when they have to make their escape and they just barely get out, I thought that was fantastic. And then the rest of the movie has to deal with them figuring out a plan to stop Galactus before he comes to Earth and destroys them for good. I love the plot. I thought it was breezy. I didn't think it overstayed its welcome. Was it maybe slightly short? Did I want a couple additional seconds per scene? Maybe. But I didn't think it detracted enough from the movie for me to be a demerit. One last thing I will say is that I thought the humor throughout the film, especially between Johnny and the Thing, was really funny. I didn't think it was out of place. I thought a lot of it landed well and it was placed tastefully. So I give them big points for that because a lot of MCU films in the past just try to be overly funny or comedic and they end up losing more serious tone, but that didn't happen in this film and I was very appreciative of that. Overall, This film was fantastic in my opinion, no pun intended, and I couldn't ask for a better Fantastic Four movie. I understand that people may have some gripes with the film length. I didn't personally have a problem with it. I give this movie a 4.5 stars. It's easily the best Marvel movie since Endgame. I'm curious what you guys think. If you haven't seen the movie yet, let me know your thoughts on if you're excited to see it or not. If you have seen the movie, please let me know what you thought. I'll see you guys next time. Please make sure to like and subscribe.